Perfectly normal things we do that could trigger a nightmare. Ever wondered if the things you do every day could trigger a nightmare? Let's dive into some perfectly normal habits that might just send a chill down your spine. Let's get right into it. Number 7. Falling asleep to a crunching sound. Imagine you're about to fall asleep. The night is peaceful, everything's calm, and just as you start drifting off, crunch. Wait, what was that? Maybe someone's snacking in the other room, or perhaps something sneaking into your house, chewing up your snacks. You freeze, heart racing, trying to figure out if it's a wild animal or just your mind playing tricks. Here's the deal. As you start to doze off, your brain enters a phase called hypnagogia, the bizarre in-between state where you're not quite asleep, but not quite awake either. It's prime real estate for your brain to start playing pranks, making you think you hear crunching or footsteps. It's harmless, but it sure feels terrifying. Your brain's just processing random sensory info, but when it's in this in-between phase, it gets overly dramatic, sending fake signals to your ears, and suddenly you're convinced something is out to get you. It's like your brain is trying to mess with you, especially when you're most vulnerable, right before sleep. The sound that scared you? Probably your own heartbeat, not a burglar, so just ignore it, roll over, and get back to sleep. You'll check for chips in the morning, but for now, it's all in your head. Classic brain move. Number 6. The midnight bathroom struggle. It's 3 a.m. and your bladder is screaming for relief. You stumble out of bed feeling the weight of the night on you, but suddenly, bam, everything feels off. The bathroom, which has always been so familiar, now looks like something out of a horror movie. The shadows are too long, the light too dim. You swear you hear something creaking and you freeze. Why? Your body goes into overdrive, convinced something is hiding in the dark corners. But it's not a ghost, it's your brain on full alert playing its old "is this safe" game. You're wired to be paranoid in the dark thanks to our evolutionary ancestors. Back then, being cautious in the night was a survival mechanism. Anything could be lurking. Now in modern times, all that instinct gets triggered by a simple trip to the bathroom. So while it feels like a horror scene, it's really just your body's way of keeping you safe from the dark. The house isn't haunted, and the creaks are just the house settling, but your brain can't help itself. It's programmed to freak you out even when there's nothing to fear. Classic. Number 5. The wait, did I lock the door? Panic. There you are, curled up in your bed, about to drift off to sleep, when, boom, it hits you. Did I lock the door? Suddenly your brain is a non-stop anxiety machine. You start to replay every moment of locking the door. Was the click loud enough? Was the key in your pocket? Your brain convinces you that maybe, just maybe, you left the door wide open and burglars, or worse, are about to waltz right in. This panic is your brain doing its usual trick, stoking fears of a worst-case scenario even though the door is locked. The real kicker? Your brain has no concept of real danger and imagined danger. So you end up overthinking it and convincing yourself the door isn't locked even when you know it is. The next 20 minutes are spent retracing your steps, checking your phone, your keys, your pockets, while your brain conjures up worst-case scenarios, burglars, aliens, a zombie apocalypse. This moment of over-worrying is not uncommon. Your brain is wired to look for problems, even where there are none. This is the same brain that forgets why you walked into a room but can perfectly recall that embarrassing moment from middle school. So go ahead, check the door, and waste those 10 minutes. It's just your brain playing tricks on you. Number 4, the "I'm falling" dream. While awake, here's the thing, you're peacefully minding your own business when, wham, your body jerks awake, heart racing, convinced you've just fallen off a cliff. But guess what? You're still in bed. This is called a hypnic jerk, and it happens when your body starts to relax, but your brain misinterprets it as falling. Your muscles tense up, and suddenly you're awake, convinced you've just experienced a free fall. This is perfectly normal, though it feels anything but. Your body is in the process of shutting down, but sometimes your brain thinks it's too relaxed, so it overcompensates, sending out a warning signal that causes the jerk. It's the brain's way of saying, no, don't fall asleep too fast. It's like your brain's fire drill, unnecessary, a little overdramatic, but harmless. So when it happens, just tell yourself, it's fine, I'm not falling anywhere, and go back to sleep. 2. Your pillow's still there, and the only thing falling is your ability to stay awake. Number 3. The phantom itch. You know that feeling when you're sitting at your desk and suddenly, scratch, 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 you feel an itch on your ankle, shoulder, or, of course, your earlobe. You scratch it. Relief. But then, wait, the itch is still there. It doesn't go away. You scratch again. Still nothing. Now you're convinced that you've caught some weird skin condition. What's happening? You've just experienced a phantom itch. Your brain convinces your nerves that you have an itch, even though there's nothing there. It's like your brain's way of sending a false alarm, and you get stuck in a cycle of scratching at nothing. The reason behind it? Your brain misfires signals, creating an itch sensation where none exists. It happens when your brain gets overwhelmed with input, stress, tiredness, whatever, and decides that your skin is the place to act out. Next time, laugh it off and remember, it's not a bug bite and it's certainly not a disease. It's just your brain being a drama queen, tricking you into wasting energy on nothing. Number 2, the sudden desire to blink forever. Ever been sitting quietly, minding your own business when, bam, you suddenly fixate on blinking? You haven't thought about it at all until that moment, but now you're obsessed. Every blink feels monumental. Is it too fast? Too slow? What if I'm blinking wrong? This phenomenon is known as the blink paradox. Your brain gets bored, and when you're not actively doing anything, it decides to make a huge deal out of blinking. It's like that annoying voice in your head that asks, "Did I leave the stove on?" right when you're trying to focus on something important. It's harmless, but your brain can't stand idle time. It creates unnecessary tasks, like questioning whether you're blinking correctly. The next time this happens, remind yourself, your brain is just being quirky. Don't stress about it. Blink, don't blink. Your eyes are going to do their job just fine without your obsessive input. Number 1, the I know I'm about to forget something. Dread. This is the absolute worst feeling. You're just about to leave your house, your car, your office, and suddenly, dread hits you like a ton of bricks. You've forgotten something important, but here's the twist. You have no idea what it is. It's your brain giving you an anxiety attack with zero clues about what you're supposed to be panicking about. You start retracing your steps, checking your bag, your phone, your keys, and still, nothing. What's really going on here? It's your brain being overly dramatic. It loves creating problems, even when there aren't any. The fear of forgetting something vital, like food or shelter, goes way back to survival days. Now it's just your brain cranking up anxiety for no reason. You're not about to forget anything important. You're fine. But it's your brain's way of making sure you stay sharp, even if it means triggering unnecessary panic. So the next time that I forgot something, dread hits, just remember, you didn't forget anything. It's just your brain messing with you, and there's absolutely no reason to panic. Breathe, calm down, and walk out the door. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.